Ever notice those spinning LiDAR units you see on top of self-driving cars? Yeah, the ones that look kind of like like they belong on a spaceship or something. They might be going extinct soon. And the company that's behind this change, it's Omnitron Sensors. They're really making waves with this revolutionary MEMS technology. Think like microscopic machines built right onto tiny computer chips. It's almost like shrinking down the power of a whole desktop computer to the size of your smartphone. Omnitron is using this tech to build LiDAR, which is like the eyes of self-driving cars. But they're doing it in a totally new way. So imagine this. You get rid of those big, bulky, spinning lasers. And instead, you have this system that's smaller than a dime and way more robust, too. That's exactly what Omnitron is doing. And the best part, this miniaturization could make LiDAR way cheaper. We're talking about potentially like slashing the cost of self-driving car technology. And that would make it more affordable for just about everyone. But wait, there's more. These tiny MEMS mirrors, they're not only smaller and cheaper.
They're also more reliable. Remember those spinning lasers with all the moving parts? Well, those are really prone to breaking down. Omnitron's MEMS mirrors, on the other hand, they're built to last. Now, you're probably wondering how these microscopic mirrors actually work, right? Well, instead of spinning, they actually move incredibly fast, and precisely too. They direct the laser beam to create this 3D map of everything around the car. And we're talking lightning fast here, like a settling time of just 1 millisecond. That's super crucial for self-driving cars that need to make split-second decisions all the time. But Omnitron isn't stopping at self-driving cars. Their MEMS sensors have the potential to revolutionize a whole bunch of industries. Think about it. Drones that can navigate dense forests, robots that can work safely alongside humans, even augmented reality glasses that feel truly immersive. They're even using this tech to tackle climate change. Omnitron is actually developing sensors that can detect methane gas leaks. You know those invisible plumes of this potent greenhouse gas? These sensors can help us pinpoint leaks and fix them fast, preventing further damage to the planet. So what can we learn from Omnitron sensors? I think they're a prime example of how tackling a real-world problem, in this case, the limitations of traditional LiDAR, can actually lead to some groundbreaking innovation. And they're showing us that the next big thing, it might not be some massive contraption, but instead it might be this tiny, almost invisible piece of tech. It's a good reminder that sometimes the biggest changes come in the smaller packages. I mean, Omnitron is really turning heads in the tech world. Their innovation is sparking a ton of interest, especially in the automotive industry. But it's not just about, making self-driving cars a reality. It's about making them safer and more efficient for everyone. So imagine a world where cars can react even faster than human drivers, and they can avoid potential accidents before they even happen. That's the promise of Omnitron's LiDAR. With that lightning-fast response time, it can detect obstacles and changes in traffic conditions almost instantly, giving the car's computer brain all the information it needs to make the right call. And it's not just about self-driving cars either. This tech could make all cars safer. Think about features like automatic emergency braking and lane departure warnings. Those could become even more reliable and sophisticated. With Omnitron's LiDAR on board, it's like having an extra set of eyes watching out for you, constantly scanning the road for any potential hazards. Yeah. But let's not forget about those other cool applications. Remember those drones we talked about? Well, with Omnitron's LiDAR, they can become incredibly agile and efficient, zipping through complex environments like forests or, urban canyons with total ease. Think about the possibilities for delivery services, search and rescue missions, or even inspecting bridges and power lines. And what about robots? They can become much more adept at navigating our world, working right alongside humans in factories, warehouses, even our homes. Imagine a robot that can they can safely assist with tasks like cooking, cleaning, or even providing companionship. Omnitron's LiDAR can make that a reality. They're even shaking things up in the fight against climate change. Those methane detectors we mentioned, they have the potential to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Think about it. Instead of waiting for a major leak to happen, we could proactively detect and repair tiny leaks before they become a problem. Omnitron is showing us that innovation, it doesn't always have to be about creating something entirely new. Sometimes it's about taking an existing technology, like LiDAR, and finding a way to make it smaller, cheaper, and more accessible. That's how they're opening up a world of possibilities, not just for self-driving cars, but for a whole range of industries and applications. And that's what makes them a company to watch. They're not just building technology, they're building a better future. But here's the real kicker with Omnitron sensors. They're not just focused on revolutionizing all these industries. They're also taking on some global challenges head on. We've already talked about how their tech could make self-driving cars a reality, and how it's really pushing the boundaries for drones and robots. But what if I told you they're also playing a crucial role in the fight against climate change? We touched on their methane gas detectors a bit earlier, but let's really unpack what that means. So methane, as you might know, is a greenhouse gas that's way more potent than carbon dioxide. And leaks from pipelines and other sources are a huge problem. They contribute significantly to global warming. And that's where Omnitron comes in. They're using their MEMS technology to create these incredibly sensitive and really affordable methane detectors. Imagine a network of these detectors spread across pipelines, oil rigs, and landfills, constantly sniffing out leaks with pinpoint accuracy. This is a total game changer. We could go from just reacting to these massive leaks after they happen to proactively finding and fixing these tiny leaks before they even become a major problem. It's almost like having a security system for the whole planet, constantly monitoring for these invisible threats. And think about the ripple effects here. Not only could this help mitigate climate change, it could also improve safety by detecting potentially explosive leaks before they cause any harm. It's a win-win for the environment and for people. So what does this all tell us about Omnitron sensors? I think they're not just a tech company. They're a company with a conscience. They're using their ingenuity to make a real difference in the world. And they're proving that innovation can be a powerful force for good, for tackling challenges that affect us all. It's a reminder that sometimes the biggest solutions come from the smallest of places. Omnitron sensors with their tiny MEMS mirrors are showing us that size doesn't matter when it comes to making a big impact. So keep an eye out for those for those small but mighty innovations. You never know where the next breakthrough might come from.